Hi, I'm Sean Smith. Today I'm at the Miami Boat Show for the debut of the new First 44, a very exciting new boat from Beneteau. Join me for a quick walkthrough and tour of the boat. The new First 44 is a very beautiful boat. It has very similar lines to the first Yacht 53, so we're going to see a lot of similar design features on this 44 as the first Yacht 53. As we walk around, this is the standard configuration. A really cool thing about this boat is you can get it in two different configurations. One full performance version with the taller carbon mast, it's different deck layout for crude racing, or the standard configuration here, which is great for short-handed sailing. So stepping onto the transom here, we go past a dinghy garage, which currently has a few spinnakers stored in it. There's a compartment in the middle to lift up to get into there if you have the door closed, and you also have a couple of braces on both sides to stand on the weather side when you're sailing or racing. The starboard side is the primary helm station. Here we have the throttle control as well as a bow thruster, chain counter to drop an electric windlass, and also the Yanmar data. There's a large Garmin chart plotter. I have it on the sail racing configuration right now. With our wind, we can ping the start line and also have a race timer. Really nice helm stations here that are just aft of all of our line controls and two winches, a primary and secondary or halyard winch. The Genoa tracks are up on the cabin top, which is really nice. They're really far inboard, so you're gonna have really good sheeting angle to go close hauled. You can also do a staysail or self-tacking track, and Garmin displays on the mast. But coming back to that line control area, the Genoa sheets come underneath this coaming really clean, and then to these Genoa winches. There are line storage areas here. And then also on the port side, your primary and secondary winch, as well as a really nice console. This one has the lights, so the courtesy lights on the floor, a boom light. That's a really nice feature just under the center here. So without bimini, with the bimini removed, you can have the light illuminate the cockpit here. Also spreader lights. The platform is electric behind me to come up and down, and on this boat, water ballast is an option. So for short-handed racing, you can fill up the weather side, and it would be similar to having 5 people up top with the water ballast filled on the weather side. This is your autopilot control, and then main sheet in the center. It is optional to get a traveler on this configuration. If you do go with the performance version, the traveler will be there, and these consoles will not be there. But you can also add these consoles. So there are a few things that are optional depending on how you want to order and sail the boat. Very nice cockpit table in the center with folding leaves on both sides, creating a really nice dining area for 4 to 6 people. On this version, you can add a couple more winches here, so if you do plan to do some crude racing, you can have your spinnaker sheets going forward and up to this cabin top and spread out your crew in the cockpit. Coming down into the interior, I'll pan across here. It's a beautiful interior with this teak Alpi wood and white accents. This color is unique to the first series, so the first Yacht 53 and the 44. You have a large salon table here to fit 4 to 6 people. There is an option to drop this down and create an additional berth. You can also have this settee as an additional berth with a lee cloth. Nav station aft with all of your electrical. So you have a really nice DC panel here, good feel to these buttons. Air conditioning is an option, and then a Schreiber panel here so you can monitor lights and battery and energy. New Fusion Apollo stereo. And let's check out the galley here. Big stainless steel sink, trash bin underneath, gimbaled stove and oven, and a really large refrigeration area here with a freezer on top. So it fills in this entire cabinet here, and also has a front loading area to get to the bottom of that area. Storage. Moving forward, you have a centerline berth in this master cabin. It is spacious with nice details. You having these windows on both sides with the blackout shade, reading lights, as well as electrical here. You have light switches and then a DC plug, so you can always charge your devices. Cell phones, iPads will plug in directly to the battery bank without the need for an inverter or generator or shore power. Master cabin has an elegant head here, nice sink, the shower with the teak wood behind, and a leather strap here to prevent the door from opening too far. Nice small details, as well as the magnetic door latch. So if you're opening and closing this door, you aren't going to get scratched by the door latch. There are 2 aft cabins, so 3 cabins and 2 heads. Comfortable aft cabin with a couple of opening ports. This boat has the water ballast system, so behind this board and in this hanging locker, that locker is replaced with a water tank that's glassed in. So these pumps will fill up this water tank for water ballast on the weather side. If you don't spec the water ballast, this will be a storage locker. You'll have a little more room in these aft cabins. So same thing on this side with the outboard ballast. This guest head is also a day head with the door right into the salon. You got a comfortable separate shower stall here. Electric Jabsco head with the salt or fresh water. And then a large mirror in here. Your sink, and then some storage here. 2 deep storage lockers. Last thing we'll take a look at is the engine. Yanmar diesel engine underneath the staircase. Fuel filter right in the front. And then you also have an opening hatch on the side to get to the sea strainer for the raw water intake. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the all-new Beneteau First 44. Feel free to reach out for any questions about this boat. I look forward to talking to you soon.